For government today, being agile is about being quick and nimble to respond in these budget-constrained environments. It's about thinking big, but acting small and modularly, so that you can take advantage of innovations in new technologies such as cloud computing. Many agencies have taken advantage of lower-cost, commercial-grade SaaS offerings to test them out, to see how they work in their organizations, to see how it helps them to achieve their mission goals. And the great thing about this space is that industry is constantly innovating and delivering new offerings and capabilities that can help the agencies to reduce their costs and improve their time to value. I think that the agencies need to think modularly. They need to think about what small projects that they can work on so that they can get some quick successes, or in some cases some quick failures, so that they can test out new ideas, leverage the successes that they have to start expanding the programs, or in the case that it's not going in the right direction, make some quick mid-course corrections so that we're not looking at long programs. The days of having a 10-year modernization program are gone, where it took you months, if not years, to sometimes see if you're really going in the right direction. So having, thinking in a modular way allows you to get quick wins, successes, and build from there. The other thing I would recommend that they do is to look internally and try and harness the assets that they already have, whether it's underutilized servers, data that's hidden, buried down in their organizations, or people that they already have on their roster. If they do that, look around for best practices, leveraging things like open standards, innovations in virtualization and IT automation. They can see how they can take the assets that they have, better utilize them. For example, having people do less redundant tasks such as setting up servers and shift those people onto higher value, mission critical tasks. I think there's a lot of examples, a number of them that we've talked about here today at the Agile Summit. HHS has done a number of things in terms of their development and starting to look at repetitive tasks. I was at a session yesterday with a number of government employees and where there were different groups talking to, there was Department of Education was looking at how they might process loans, and what they were trying to use is leverage income data from IRS to use that as a critical input to their data. Turns out that the next department over from them was also looking to create a program around that used tax information. They were talking to a different set of folks at IRS, and just by having one person having this conversation, leveraging those best practices, they were saying, okay, now we really need to look at this and say, use that same data, leverage it twice, make sure that we're following open interfaces so that we can connect and build things once and use it in a repeatable way. Cloud is enabling technology to make organizations agile. It provides that quick and nimble infrastructure that you need in order to build agile applications. You can see this when in the mobility area, right? The mobility market is really fueled by small, nimble programming that's done, and a cloud infrastructure allows you to instantiate an application quickly and expand it as you need it. It gives you the quick turnaround that you would need. So there's lots of different areas where cloud is proving to be just that underpinnings of a quick and agile environment. So I think the government users need to look in a couple of different directions. One is internally. They have a lot of the technology that it would take to build their own clouds. They just need to look around and maybe add on to those. So there's a little bit of incremental investment that they can do to really harness the capabilities that they have. The second thing is to look at the cloud services, and the agencies have started to do this, right? There's the commercial cloud services, which might not meet the FSMA requirements or the FSMA FedRAMP requirements that they need for some applications and some data, but they do for others. So understanding that as we move into this environment of cloud and you start to think about services, and you can start to integrate different capabilities. Some of them might be commercial grade, some of them might be federal compliant, but services that are out there and available, as well as their internal infrastructures that can develop into private clouds. That allows you to lower that overall cost and start thinking in a repeatable fashion, right? And the more that agencies can do that, the better off that they'll be in terms of modernizing and being able to live within the budget-constrained environments that they have.